What are you waiting for? When you wake up, when you hit snooze on your alarm, when you say you're going to do tasks that are going to move you closer to your goal and actually allow you to see real progress, what are you waiting for? Why are you not doing it? You need to ask yourself these questions. I think a lot of people live in a day and age where they know that life is short and other people are going to die and, but they don't actually realize that one day their life is going to be over. I saw something the other day which was very interesting. Everyone's going to have a funeral. Initially, some people are going to argue about your stuff and who gets it. They're going to be people, friends, and family that are there. A lot of the people that you actually want there won't even still be alive. And after a few months anyway, you're never going to be spoken about ever again. That's the reality. So you have to ask yourself, knowing that one day you're going to die, knowing that one day it's all going to be over, why are you willing to settle for a life that you don't want? It happens way too much. People are just living day to day. I spoke with someone literally today. They said to me, Nico, I don't know why I do this for work. I'm extremely unhappy and I hate what I do. But guess what? They still do it. And they still have been doing it despite feeling that way. Why? Because you're worried that, it's hard? Why? It doesn't make any sense to me. It used to, when I used to live a life where I was living like that. But what helped me change was realizing that, hey, what's the worst that can happen? I'm working a 9 to 5, I have fixed income. On the side, I'm working towards my goals. Realistically, ask yourself, what is the worst that can happen? Why settle for a life that you don't want to live? Because one day you are going to die. And you could choose to live a life where on your deathbed you have so many regrets, or you can live a life where your deathbed, you're at peace. Because you know that you gave it your all every single day. You know every night you hit that pillow that you gave it your all. So many people live a life where they're not in control. Live a life where they don't enjoy what they do, knowing that they could be doing so much better. But they settle. Why? Are you waiting for permission? Are you waiting for someone to just grab you and place you exactly where you want to be? And there's a lot of this false, I guess, progress where, hey, you probably found one of my videos by searching how to become a high-ticket closer, how to find a remote sales job. It's not about what you need to do. It's about who you need to become. The only difference between where you are now and where you want to be is actions that you need to take. Now, I can search what to do. Anyone can search what to do. But actually doing it involves becoming the person that you want to be. Taking action like the person you want to be. I'm able to wake up every single day. I don't hit snooze. I wake up. I do my routine. I read, I make my bed, I hydrate, I go to the sauna, or I do 50 push-ups, or I go on a walk, and then I get straight into work. Because I know I am that person. And hey, I'm not where I want to be yet. And I'm okay with that because I have not become that person yet. I have a lot of work that I need to do, and I'm okay with that, and I'm happy with that. Every step that I make, I'm progressively seeing how far away I am from my actual goal and how much I actually have to do. But that excites me because it's something that I actually can work towards. And guess what? I'm working for myself. It's for myself. You are in control. You don't need to wait for permission. You're going to die one day. Accept that. So work on what you want to do. Work on the life you want to live. Because at the end of the day, you're going to die anyway. So what's the worst that can happen? Focus on who you need to become, not what you need to do. Because the what is very easy. It's who you need to become that's hard. It's the standards, it's the habits, it's the discipline, building that. It's not easy. That's the hard part. And that just comes from every day, no matter what, pursuing. Because you know one day you're going to die, and you know that you are not willing to settle. I used to live in the day-to-day, partying, smoking weed, doing shit that didn't matter because I was willing to settle. I was waiting for something to fall into my lap magically. And one day, I had enough. Working my 9 to 5, I had enough. I realized I could put as much effort into this job, and I had a ceiling. And that pissed me off. So much so that I took action. It fueled me. There's a lot of people out there that are scared and waiting. But you need to ask yourself, what are you waiting for? And what are you scared of? The entry fee, right? Because everything has its pros and cons. You want to live a life of freedom, financially, location, time. The payment you make with that, the entry fee, is you have to take risks. It's you have to just, it's hard for me to even explain. You just need to put everything, look away from everything, and realize that staying where you are, you're stuck. There's so much that goes into it. Your environment, I can give you an analogy with that. There's this shark analogy. If you put a shark in a cage, it will not grow bigger than the cage, even though genetically it always has. Because the cage has set restrictions around the shark. You have restrictions around you, and you need to be in control of them. The people you see, what you're doing, what you're eating, what you're drinking, where you're spending your time. You can either choose to restrict yourself, because that's all it is. Those restrictions are set by you. You're in control. And maybe that scares you. Because you know that you're going to die. But you're just too scared take off the restrictions because it's scary, because it involves risk. It involves doing things that are outside the social norm. And you're probably not going to get, backed by everyone in your life. When I started, friends, family, people didn't approve of what I did, but I didn't care because I knew that the only way to achieve my goal was to get rid of that cage, and it was to just go anyway because I had enough. I had enough. And the second thing is realizing not only is your environment set by you and controlled by you, but you have to start making the right decisions. And hey, at first it's not easy. Like I said, it's the entry fee. It's hard. But life is hard. You can choose to make easy decisions and live a life that you hate, or you make hard decisions that eventually become second nature and easy for a life that you love. A fat person stays fat, and a fat person is fat because they make fat people decisions. It's not until they make decisions of a fit and healthy person that they become fit and healthy. So you want to make money online. Take action. Make decisions like the person you want to be. Visualize. Who is that person spending time with? Are they learning every day? Are they going to the gym? What are they doing on a daily basis? And start becoming that person. Day after day, it becomes easier, and you will have new standards, new habits, found new discipline. And you have to ask yourself, what are you waiting for? Because I can tell you this for free, no one's coming to save you. No one is coming to grab you and to be like, yep, here you go, $1 million a month from anywhere in the world. No problem. That doesn't happen. Doesn't even happen. Nothing happens like that. Nothing. I want you to ask yourself, again, what are you waiting for? Are you waiting for permission? Are you waiting for something to fall on your lap? Start taking action like the person you want to be, and start getting rid of the cage around you that you set on yourself based on your decisions. And that is how you start day by day, because it's not about what. We live in the world of information. I can go onto ChatGPT, I can go onto YouTube and find out anything I want in seconds. But it's not about the what. It's about the who. You need to become the person that is able to make 10K a month. You need to become the person that can make 100 grand a month. You need to become the person that has their dream life. And that doesn't happen overnight. And that doesn't happen without taking risks. It's up to you. You can choose to stay where you are, keep making the same decisions, which lead you nowhere. Or you can choose to change. And at first it will be uncomfortable. But over time it becomes easy, second nature, and you run into new hurdles, and you fall in love with it. Because it's not for some big corporation, it's not for a job you hate, and it's not for in an office surrounded by people you don't care about. It's for yourself. And if you're not even willing to work hard for yourself, then you have a lot of work to do. A lot. It's up to you.